do a sort of Halloween-y style birthday card. So we've got a lovely orange card and a black card. So this is a pre-scored card in orange, and then I've got some stamps that are from Pink Cricut, and I'll put her details on the bottom of the screen for you because she's got some lovely stamps. And then just a piece of black shiny card which I'm going to put through my Cricut using the Happy Hauntings cartridge. So if I just show you what I've been doing on my Gypsy. Okay, so I'm using the Happy Hauntings cartridge, and what I've done is I have taken the frame down here in the corner. I'll just make that bigger and show you. So we've got that frame, and then I've taken my little spider here. By the way, if you click on, if you hold down your silver button, if you click on the item in your sort of viewfinder bar there, the cartridge comes up, but so then you can click on that, and not only does it take you to the cartridge that you're using, that image has come from, but it'll actually show you the page of that image. So for example, this particular little spider, I wasn't quite sure where he was, so I clicked on it even though I was on the cartridge, and it showed me it was under the shift lock key. So it highlighted it and it brought it up, so it shows that there's the little spider there, so I can see that. So I've used him as well. Okay, so that just makes it easier if you're not quite sure where you've used things from before, just to find them. Okay, so then what I did was I went back up. If we go back into the mat, so I've used those two images. I've put the frame at the real dial size, which is this button here, and I also took it off the toggle. So I set it so that I could actually see what the real size will be when it's cut, and I set it to just under 6 inches, so 5.9 on both, because it was actually not a square image. It was very close to being square but not quite, so I wanted it to be exactly square because my card was square. So I just slightly changed that by doing that, and then in order if I needed to move it at all, in order that if I did need to move it up or down slightly, I just click that toggle back on so that then it would keep it in the ratio. So then I placed my spider in position, and then I grouped them together by using my group key here, and then I went onto my advanced bar after they were grouped together, and then I just welded them together using this key here, and then you can preview that weld by pressing that little eye down there. And if I zoom you right in close, you should just be able to see there at that part of the top of that little spider there is just where the grey is, shows that that's the part that's not going to cut. So it just shows that I've welded that in together. So that's all I've done. It's a really simple little card. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black piece of card, I'm going to put it on my mat, and I'm going to cut this image out. Okay, so now if you can see, we've got the arrow here on our virtual mat. So when we take our real mat, we need to make sure that our arrow is in that position and that we put our piece of paper down at that bottom part of the mat, so that when we feed it through, it is actually cutting in the right place. Okay. So now we're off to my Cricut. So now the next thing we need to do is go back to the basic bar, and then press the little cut icon, and then it's getting ready to cut, and then you press load mat, making sure the mat's in the right place, let it take the mat in, then press the cut key here, and it's going to say to you, are you happy with your settings? So I'm just going to double check. I've put my blade at 6 and I've put my pressure at high, so I'm happy with that. The speed is irrelevant on the Gypsy. The Gypsy sets the speed, and then press OK. And off it goes. Okay, so then it's going to come up with what do you want to do? The cutting's complete. Unload the mat, return to the design. So we want to unload our mat and then be ready to catch it. Okay, so then we're back to the table to put this card together. So back to the table, and this is cut out absolutely beautifully. absolute perfect size. So we're going to stick that down on the front. So I'm going to use my quick dry tacky adhesive because I think that will be the easiest way to go about this. Because otherwise I think the zig will just dry off too quickly. So just make sure that we get all the... We've just glued all the elements. Just make sure this is the right way round. And then we're going to stick the frame down. We just made sure that we've got all the pieces covered because we don't want any little bits sticking up, which is why I use the tacky adhesive, because it's really nice strong glue and also it dries clear. Okay, so while that's drying on the front, what I did was on my computer I printed out a sentiment insert to go on the inside, which I thought was quite fun. So I'm going to put EEK on the front, I'm going to stamp that, and then I'm going to put on that on the inside. So that's just a bit of fun. So again, using my tacky adhesive, I'm just going to put a little line down the centre spine here, and again making sure that's the right way round, just slide that into that centre spine there. Again making sure it's central, folding it over, and then just giving that a chance to dry. So then when they open that, it sort of follows through the theme as well, with the little spider and the little spider's web, which I don't know if you can see. Just catch that on the camera there, the little spider's web in the corner there. So I thought that was quite cute. Okay, and then lastly, we're going to stamp our EEK on the front. Originally I was going to use the EEK from the pink Cricut stamps, but it's not actually quite big enough, so I'm actually going to use the one from the My Pink Stamper Halloween stamps instead. The one from Pink Cricut's really cute, but it was just a little bit too small for that particular image, so we're just going to decide where we want that down here, I think. Get it nice and straight. So sticky, it's sticking to me. Yeah. Then with my trusty old rocker block, pick that up, and then get some black ink. Make sure it's well inked up, and oh, sorry. And then rock, making sure it's nice and straight. And there we go. Noisy I am. So there we have our front of our card. Really nice, simple card. And then on the inside, just a little bit of fun. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you again soon. Bye!